For this toy and more, be sure to check out BigBadToyStore.com. Follow the link in the description. Hey YouTube, Rider Zero here today with another review. This time around we're going to be taking a look at the General Zod action figure from the Man of Steel Movie Masters line. This one's actually probably going to be pretty short, very simple review. If you've already seen the actual Superman figure, the review that I did, you're pretty much already seeing the same figure. A little bit of difference in the head sculpt and a little bit of sculpting on the details for the chest and whatnot, but we'll take a look at that here in just a second. Not going to spend a whole lot of time on the packaging. It's exactly the same as the Superman figure. Only difference is it says General Zod at the bottom, and then has a little bit of a blurb about General Zod there. That's pretty much it. Figures over here shows the same pictures for this particular wave of the line. Still looking for Jor-El. Trying to get a hold of that one and Feora. So actually got Feora coming. It's coming through Walmart.com. But anyway, a little bit of difference there. If you want to pause it, take a look at that, you can. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and bust General Zod out of the Phantom Zone. Okay, and we're back with Zod having been busted out of the Phantom Zone packaging now. So like I said a moment ago, this figure is nearly identical to the Superman figure. The only differences are the colorization and the symbol on the chest, and then obviously the head sculpt. Everything else is basically exactly the same. This one, again, does come with the stand. Of course, this time coming with the stand with the symbol for the House of Zod. So that's pretty neat. Kind of a translucent grayish color rather than being just a flat black or just a flat gray color, so that's pretty neat. As far as the figure itself goes, this one is pretty disappointing. So far, the Movie Masters line for this particular movie have not been that great. I liked the Superman figure, but compared to, again, like I said before, with the Green Lantern figures from the Green Lantern movie, even though the movie kind of tanked, the figures were really spectacular from that line, in my opinion. I thought they looked really good. We'll go ahead and take a look at the details here. I'll try to get as much as we can of the symbol. It's kind of hard because it's kind of a reflective, almost glossy black, and it makes it kind of hard to pick up with the lighting and whatnot. So taking a look there at the face, not really impressed with it at all. I don't think it looks a lot like, well, from certain angles it kind of looks like Michael Shannon, who is the actor that portrayed Zod in the movie. Straight on, I don't think it looks that great. I think it looks really, I don't know. It looks like they took his face and just kind of like mushed it in like that way. To me, it just looks off. Something just does not look right about it. And you can kind of see that there, like the profile, it looks like it was kind of out a little bit and they just mushed it in a little. Hair looks okay, I guess. Not real crazy about the sculpting on the hair. The suit is designed just like Superman's suit, with you know, the kind of the raised ribbing effect all throughout. And then there you can hopefully see the House of Zod symbol on his chest. On the back of it, just kind of open, whereas with the Superman figure, of course, the cape was there. You can see, though, that it's basically the exact same figure. There are the gauntlets that Superman had on his figure. You know, the detail work here in the suit goes on the side. It's just a glossy black instead of being, you know, kind of matching, or kind of like that, kind of a grayish color that went on the actual Superman suit. Belt is there. Again, just basically, it's basically the body of the Superman figure painted black with a different symbol. That's the easiest way to explain it, I think. Articulation, exactly the same. You do get head movement up and down, left and right. 360 rotation at the shoulder. Maybe. It's kind of difficult there. Up and down at the shoulder, rotation at the bicep, single hinge, and then rotation at the wrist. No ab crunch. It does twist. Same thing over here for the articulation. And then for the leg, side to side, doing the splits out like that. And then that forward movement and back just a hair. It doesn't go back too far. It's about as far back as you can get it without, you know, risking snapping the joint or popping it off. It does rotate there over top of the kneecap. Single hinge joint at the knee, and then single hinge at the ankle. Overall, for me, just for completion purposes, I picked it up, and because typically villains tend to be a little bit harder to find than the heroes from most of these lines. At least in my area, I should say, the villains, and they tend to be harder to find. So I went ahead and picked it up just because, I really love the movie, and I had really intended on completing the set and getting all the Movie Masters, which I intended to do that too with the Green Lantern figure, and we saw how that worked out. They pretty much shelved it after the sales sucked. But we'll see how this one goes. There are more figures. There's another version of Zod that's coming out where he's wearing his battle armor that we actually see him in for the most part of the movie. You really only see him like that towards the end. So I probably will pick up the battle armor figure just because I think it looks a lot better. It's the same head sculpt, but with the way the battle armor looks on the figure, to me, I think it's worth it. There's going to be another Superman figure that's coming out that comes with a Kryptonian key. Probably won't get that just because it's coming with the key, and eventually I'm getting the Man of Steel Hot Toys figure, and that comes with the 1/1 scale replica. So Feora is coming out as well, and Jor-El, if I can ever find him. I do have Feora on the way, so look out for reviews on those. But yeah, overall, I don't necessarily say that I can recommend this particular figure, just for the fact that to me, it really isn't all that great. I think it's kind of just I don't know, maybe just a way to, kind of cash in on the Man of Steel craze. Because there's actually another version of this same exact figure that comes with plastic or rubber shackles for the scene where they're actually getting ready to throw him into the Phantom Zone for his 300 cycles or whatever. But it's literally exactly the same. It just comes with a shackle. So I will not be getting that because I don't really need the shackle. I do want the armored version, so hopefully I'll be able to grab that too. So that's going to do it for this review. Again, overall, I can't really say that I recommend running out and buying this one. You might wait till it goes on sale, or maybe if Toys R Us does like a buy one, get one half off, something like that, or, maybe trying to catch it cheap on Big Bad Toy Store. Other than that, this one you can probably skip for now. If it's me, if you're going to get just one version, I say go for the armored version. But that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed the review. As always, thank you for watching, subscribing, all that stuff. Please feel free to spread the word, retweet anytime you see this on my Twitter feed. Speaking of, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/RiderZero, Facebook.com/RiderZero as well, and then RiderZero.com for the blog. And that's going to do it. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy, and take care.